I'd like to call to order the meeting of the Village Board for May 28th, 2019. Can you please join us for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Village Clerk, would you please call the roll?
President DeSimone?
Here.
Trustee Carmona?
Here.
Trustee Franz?
Here.
Trustee Fry? Here. Trustee Lomax?
Here.
Trustee Penicola?
Here.
Trustee Perez?
Here.
That's 7. We have a quorum.
At this time, we'll move to public comment. Does anyone wish to address the board? If so, please approach the podium and state your name. We do not have public comment today, so this will conclude our public comment. Is there a motion to approve the minutes from the May 14th, 2019 Village Board meeting?
So
Have a
moved.
motion.
Is there a second?
You have a second.
Are there any modifications to the minutes? All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, say nay. The motion carries and the minutes are approved. The next item of business is to approve the warrant in the amount of $2,070,435.40. Is there a motion to approve the warrant?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Is there any discussions on the warrant? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Penicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
The motion carries and the warrant is approved. Would the Deputy Village Clerk please read the 7 ordinances and resolutions on the consent agenda that were discussed at the Committee of the Whole meeting?
Number 1, resolution authorizing the execution of a contract with Superior Road Striping, Inc. of Melrose Park, Illinois, for the 2019 pavement striping program in the amount of $13,511.20. Number 2, ordinance of the Village of Bensenville, DuPage, and Cook Counties, Illinois, amending Title 8, Chapter 10, and Title 6, Chapter 5 of the Bensenville Village Code to update the Comprehensive Forestry Management Plan. Number 3, resolution waiving competitive bidding and authorizing a purchase order to Roche Ford of Bensenville, Illinois, for the purchase of 3 police vehicles and 3 premium care warranties in a not-to-exceed amount of $109,140. 4, ordinance prohibiting the use of groundwater as a potable water supply by the installation or use of potable water supply wells or by any other method in a designated area near 811 East Grand Avenue, commonly known as the Old Legend Site, in the Village of Bensenville, Illinois. 5, resolution authorizing the execution of an engineering service contract with Strand Associates, Inc. to perform village-wide lift station assessment project in the not-to-exceed amount of $47,680. 6, ordinance of the Village of Bensenville, DuPage, and Cook Counties, Illinois, amending Chapter 2 of Title 5 of the Bensenville Village Code to regulate motor vehicles, stopping, standing, or parking. 7, intergovernmental agreement between the Village of Bensenville and the Bensenville Elementary School District Number 2 for a school resource officer.
Is there a motion to approve the 7 resolutions and ordinances listed on the consent agenda as read by the Deputy Clerk?
You have a motion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Penicola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
Motion carries and items on the consent agenda are approved. Under administration, there's a resolution authorizing the execution of agreement settling litigation naming the Village of Bensenville. Is there a motion to approve the resolution?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
Second.
There being a motion and a second, is there any discussion?
Yes, as the board knows, this case has been going on for nearly a decade. This is finally the final action that we will probably be taking on this. It settles this lawsuit. The village is found not to be at fault, and there is no financial compensation from the village. So I ask the board's approval in approving the settlement agreement for the Lyons paper case, Illinois paper case.
Any other questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Penicola? Yes. Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
The motion carries and the resolution is approved. Under Community and Economic Development, resolution of the Village of Bensenville, DuPage, and Cook County, Illinois, accepting a proposal for village-owned vacant parcel of real property at 112 North Center Street for its appraised value and authorizing the village manager to finalize the terms of the sale of the property. Is there a motion to approve the resolution? Do I have a second?
Second.
There being a motion and a second, is there any discussion?
Mr. Viger, we're kind of doing this one quickly because does involve real estate. Can you give us the cliff notes of it, please?
Mayor, members of the board, this is a single-family home site just up the block here, just north of Main Street. We did buy this property about in 08, 09 as part of the neighborhood stabilization program. We were going to sell it in 2012 for $29,000. That deal did not go through. We've had it reappraised here at the $45,000 figure you mentioned, Mayor. And we have a local gentleman, works down at the bank on Grand Avenue. And he would like to buy that property. He's made us an offer for the list price, pardon me, for the appraised value. And we recommend we authorize the manager to enter into this real estate contract.
Do we have any questions? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
The motion carries and the resolution is approved. We do not have a report under finance. Under the police department, we do have a presentation of a life-saving awards to Officer LeBeau Matthews and Mike Linkowski of the Bentonville Police Department. So please join me in recognizing the professional and life-saving conduct exhibited by Officers Matthew and Officer Linkowski of the Bentonville Police Department. Chief?
On May the 1st, at 45 minutes after midnight, the entire shift was dispatched to a call of a 32-year-old male who was unresponsive and had turned blue from not breathing. These two officers were the first on the scene. Officer Matthews started life-saving efforts immediately by pulling him out of bed and starting CPR. And Officer Linkowski came in with a defibrillator and doses of Narcan and administered those to the young man. By the time fire medics arrived, they had him awake and talking. So due to their life-saving efforts, this person's alive today. For that, we're going to recognize them for their life-saving award.
Please want to all join behind us for a picture?
Yep, almost.
Get in here, Evan.
Come on in.
Move it on in, move it on in.
Great, thank you guys.
Yikes.
We do not have any report on the Public Works or Recreation. I do have a couple presidential remarks. The village still has a bunch of free mulch available for our residents. The mulch is stored in a concrete bin at the northeast corner of the Public Works facility parking lot. Residents will be responsible to load up their own mulch and transport it out of the parking lot. Mulch will be available during the work week and on the weekends. Public Works staff will replenish the bin as needed. As we all know, York Road is under construction, and it is on schedule despite the poor weather we're having. The project is due to be completed by July 4th, so please check the village website for more information and updates. The Public Works Department has seasonal job openings also available. Applicants must be at least 16 years old and hold a valid driver's license, so please see our website. And I know we have, did I miss it?
We've got it's on the agenda itself. So you've got two items on the agenda. One is the appointment of Luke and then the proclamation.
All right, sorry. We do also have a resolution granting the advice and consent of the president's reappointment of Luke Chula to the Community and Public Community Development Commission. So is there a motion to approve that resolution?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second on the motion?
Second.
Second.
There being a motion and a second, any discussion? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
That's 6.
The motion carries and the resolution is approved. And now, come on in. There's a proclamation of a childhood apraxia awareness in the village of Bensonville. So will the deputy clerk please read the proclamation?
Whereas May 14th, 2019 marks the first annual Childhood Apraxia of Speech Day, during which awareness will be raised throughout Bensonville about childhood apraxia of speech, an extremely challenging speech disorder in children. And whereas childhood apraxia of speech causes children to have significant difficulty learning to speak and is among one of the most severe speech deficits in the children. And whereas the act of learning to speak comes effortlessly to most children, those with apraxia endure an incredible and lengthy struggle. And whereas, without appropriate speech therapy intervention, children with apraxia are placed at high risk for secondary impacts in reading, writing, spelling, and other school-related skills. And whereas, that such primary and secondary impacts diminish further independence and employment opportunities if not resolved or improved. And whereas, most children with apraxia of speech will learn to communicate with their very own voices only if they receive early intervention, appropriate, intensive, and frequent speech therapy. And whereas it is imperative to be the greater, it is imperative there be greater public awareness about childhood apraxia of speech in Bensonville among community members, physicians, education professionals, policymakers, and elected officials. Now therefore, Village President Frank D. Simone, together with the Board of Trustees, do officially acknowledge the importance of raising awareness of childhood apraxia of speech within our community as we formally increase awareness and understanding of childhood apraxia of speech in the Village of Bensonville. Presented this day, May 28th, 2019.
Is there a motion in support of the proclamation?
You have a motion?
Do I have a second?
Yes, second.
There being a motion is second. Any discussion? Please call the roll.
Trustee Carmona?
Yes.
Trustee Franz?
Yes.
Trustee Fry?
Yes.
Trustee Lomax?
Yes.
Trustee Pena Cola?
Yes.
Trustee Perez?
Yes.
President D. Simone?
Absolutely yes.
That's 7.
Motion carries.
So this is Teresa and her family. She brought Apraxia Awareness Day to our attention. I think staff learned a lot out of Apraxia. Thank you for that, and I think it's important that we recognize it here in our community. So the mayor's honored to present this award to you, and we'll take a quick picture.
Bye. Thank you.
She will.
How about a village manager's report?
Thank you. I do have a few items this evening. Just quickly, due to the Memorial Day holiday, Garbage Day is pushed back one day, so Garbage Day will be May 30th on Thursday. We had some pretty significant storms yesterday. I'm happy to report that, knock on wood, we fared fairly well, especially compared to our neighbors. Our stormwater system, conveyance system worked as it was structured to do so. We appreciate the residents that did call in to say the streets were flooded, and so there was a couple houses that had seepage. That's important for us so we can understand where the weak points in our system are. We can get Public Works out there to inspect and see if there's anything we can do to help. So if you did have any basement seepage or flooding, give us a call, let us know. Not going to be able to fix it right away, but it's just important data points for us to work with. And then finally, can't do a meeting without talking about vehicle stickers. They're on sale. They need to be displayed in your vehicle, all village vehicles, by July 1st. There is a line typically at Village Hall, but if you want to go online, you can buy them right there. You actually save $2 buying it online. You don't have to wait in line. What a wonderful thing. So that's all I have this evening. Thank you, Board.
Do we have a village attorney's report?
I have no report, Mr. President.
Is there any unfinished business to come before the board tonight? How about any new business to come before the board tonight? Is there a need for executive session?
There is not, Mr. President.
So do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed say nay. Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.